Welcome to the Hollister Master Professional Development, focusing on 5 reasons to differentiate in the classroom. Let's start with what differentiation is. Differentiation is the term used to describe how teachers provide learning opportunities for all of their learners. Differentiation is also the process whereby all learners learn the content of the curriculum. Why do we need to differentiate anyway? Take a look at this cartoon. In quotations it reads, "I expect you all to be independent, innovative, critical thinkers who will do exactly as I say." We all know that this is not the case and will never be the case. Every student in our classes are different. Not only do they act different, but they learn different as well. The following slides showcase 5 of the many reasons why teachers need to differentiate. Reason 1 is that students in the classroom are of all different levels of ability. This is especially true in inclusion or co-taught classrooms. Teachers need to have a way to reach all of those levels. A common way of leveling is when people use literature circles grouped by Lexile scores for reading. Another way to use levels is with writing. Make small goals for students to achieve and have them move up through levels to continue to be challenged. This works especially well with expository writing like historical epics. Even though there are more, I'm going to focus on the 7 original multiple intelligences developed by Dr. Howard Gardner. None of these intelligences are better than another. Students that have linguistic intelligence enjoy using language like talking, writing, and reading. Logical intelligences enjoy critical thinking and solving problems. They might be your star math student. Spatial learners use art to solidify information. They need to see and make pictures and diagrams. Kinesthetic learners need to be moving. The students that are labeled ADHD are most likely kinesthetic learners, so have them use their energy in a positive way and allow them to move. Students that have musical intelligence create or use music to learn information. Interpersonal intelligences require social interaction. They might be the students that are more loquacious in the classroom, so again, allow them to use that as a strength instead of a hindrance of learning. Intrapersonal learners enjoy working alone. They are aware of their strengths and abilities and like to showcase them. An educator's goal should be to encourage interest for students in their subject. Differentiating using multiple intelligences in the classroom work session can accomplish this goal. In order to do that, you would need to pick about 4 different activities that all have different multiple intelligences. Reason 3 is that all students have baggage. We never know exactly where a student is coming from. Just like adults, children have problems too. There could be physical, sexual, or verbal abuse in the home. They could be getting bullied on the school bus on their way to school. They could be in charge of their household when they get home because their parents are working, or they might be completely alone in their home. They could be living with a single parent or watching their parents go through a divorce. They could be neglected. All of these stresses in a perfect world wouldn't exist, but they do, and they don't go away when they walk through the doors of the school. For many students, school can add to these stresses and develop into behavior problems. We as teachers have the ability to make school an escape from these everyday problems by using techniques such as differentiation during a work session. Since they will be able to choose which activity they have and how they would like to work, they will feel some sense of power and control in their life. Reason 4 is that students have different racial, ethnic, and cultural backgrounds. A different language could be spoken in the home. How you address adults or show respect varies. Talking over someone else may be acceptable. Looking someone in their eyes when speaking may differ. Education is very important. The way students dress may be acceptable at home but not at school. Some groups are going to enjoy working with others more than by themselves. It is important to know where your students come from so you can give them the options that will help them feel more comfortable at school. Reason 5 is that students come from different socioeconomic backgrounds. If you ever get a chance to read A Framework for Understanding Poverty by Ruby K. Payne, I highly recommend it. Most teachers come from a middle-class background. Middle-class people have different values than working-class and impoverished people people do. For instance, humor is more important in lower socioeconomic levels than in higher, and education is valued higher in the upper socioeconomic levels. So what a student might be getting praised for with humor at home might not be appropriate for the classroom. We can invite that humor into the classroom and use it as a positive, though, through differentiation. When should we differentiate? We should do it during mini lessons, work sessions, openings and closings, reading, writing, remediation, basically as much as possible. There are three main ways to differentiate. Using multiple intelligences is best for activity work sessions and projects. Leveling, tiering, or scaffolding is very good for reading and writing. And remediation and enrichment is good for reviews at the end of the week or at the end of the unit. Please visit us at howlerformaster.com. You can differentiate your work sessions and your writing in less than 10 minutes. The first 30 days are free, and it only costs $24.95 per year. It is a bargain, and it's a huge time saver for planning. You can also call us toll-free at 877-461-5608.